Welcome back, guys, to Fire Emblem, where our trip towards the Dragon's Gate has brought us to yet another side quest chapter, though with a twist, as the sage Aion here has himself a spell that can reach most of the map and leaves us a little bit in peril, as well as Merlinus' positioning being a bit left to desire. Man, come on, position yourself better. So with that said, we're looking to save ourselves our tent and basically face off the forces that are walking towards us ever so slowly. So what we intend to do is at this point in time move Rekka a little bit into the crossfire here. She has a little bit of a higher res, so she could take out this Pegasus Knight quite handily. So with that said, should we just use a short bow or a long bow? A long bow is an interesting prospect now, that's for sure. Let's just use the iron bow, hit twice, because to be honest, it will give us the highest speed, except for the fact that she's critting anyway, so that doesn't even matter. Rekka goes to work, and that is the tent safe-ish for now, though it can be hit again by yet some more spell work. Well, that said, we could move up Canas to go and deal with that one a little bit more. But we could also leave it. So it's questions. What do we want to do? Do we want to fight, or do we want to leave it? With another knight able to move up and attack, however, I think that I'll end the turn for now with a little bit of forward momentum still, based on the overall perimeter of where we can go. So, Ellerwood, Lindis, Raven, come on. And we've got Sane in the background there wanting to bustle forward with his horse. And Priscilla hasn't really got anyone super much to heal at the moment. Florina's the most that needs it at this point in time. So we'll move to a nice little bit of cover and hope that we're safe from other things. Oswin, however, is never going to get to defend his tent at this point in time. Okay, what's going on? What just happened? What? The magic power of this place! The source is distorted! I can't use any of my magic! Lord Aion, disaster! A magic seal! A magic? That good-for-nothing has shown his face? Curses! I'd not foreseen this! Right, what's going on here? Well, everyone's moving up now. And Merlinus takes some more hits, which is not good, but we've got rid of the Pegasus Brigade, which is still kind of quite good. Right, it seems these ones won't move unless leashed, but who are these guys, and why are they standing here? Snipers with extremely strong attack and defense? That's a bit ridiculous. Right, Silver Bow, well, if you walk up to them and smash them in the face, they'll go down just like anyone else. We've got other guys here, and this one is another boss, Kishuna, with no items. High defense, high speed, so I guess high dodge with it as well. No resilience though, which is interesting. With the high speed, I imagine it would dodge mostly everything. This seems to be the emanation, or what's coming out here, for this magic seal. So with that said, we move on, I guess is one way to put it. I don't know. Is there anyone of note in this party here as well? Anyone that we should be looking to talk to rather than just a bash in the head? Mr. Black Bang Brigand over here looks a bit different, but no, it looks all fine for now. So with the magic seal coming out, it seems they can't really do much against us, does it? I guess the tent's safe at this point in time. Okay, I'll take whatever I can get, do you know what I mean? So with that said, we get forward and looking to lump people with a silver sword. That bolting can no longer hit us after all, if I'm right in saying. No magic can hit. We're looking quite good. Right, apart from that, how much further can you move forward? Right, we could get in some attacks here with Rekka just for some experience. Of course, she's never going to take the guy down like this. But, you know, get the experience you want to get. The steel bow could hit for quite hard, though, if you really wanted. Do you know what? Let's do it. Double up with the steel bow, madame. Why not? Do some damage and... so close to leveling. Right, we could get Urk leveling or Canas leveling. Ooh, we really want to get that experience. Now, Hector can move on. Florina can move on. To be honest, our lowest Yeah, we wouldn't wanted to get Matthew or Raven in to attack this guy, to be honest, if anything. Should we level up Lord Ellerwood, though? He seems to be poised in position for it. Oh, we can't even get in to attack from there. Well, that's a shame. It seems to me, then, we're going to have to use someone like Canas. Just outside the magical barrier there. And with this guy being so slow, we could double him anyway. Everyone can, which is why Rekka got to double with a steel bow as well, I'm guessing. So with that said, we'll move to the utmost of your out of reaches and hope the Axe Brigand comes in to attack, because we are fine for the time being. Alright, we'll move Florina back a second and get ready to heal her up. I should check those snipers positioning as well here. Okay, that was a trade thing coming up. I was wondering if the support was going on there, but we've got most people next to each other for support this turn. So we'll take that experience on top of that. Both snipers, I'm guessing, have a steel bow. A silver bow. And their overall range is still 2 out of their attack range, so we should be fine, as long as we just don't send Florina over like an idiot. So with no magic being able to use there, it's no wonder all these magicians are flocking our direction. If they can't do anything, it makes sense to move forward. So Raven takes out the Brigand with not an issue. And apart from that, more troops move on. So if can we check this? We can visit indeed, so let's check out. Who are you? What are you doing there? I'm Renaud. I'm on a pilgrimage. A holy man in this place? What are you doing here? You don't appear to be with the Black Rogue group I saw earlier. We're not with those scum. We're here to put an end to them. Listen, if you don't want to get yourself hurt, you'd best just hide here until the fighting's done. I'm sure they cannot convince you to lay down your arms. That being the case, I give you this. This? It may help you live longer. Even if you face the misery of defeat in combat, you might yet find another road if you but live. Face defeat? Not likely. Are you trying to curse us? May you be watched over and protected in your venture. Yeah, right, okay. Thanks a bunch. Blessings to you too. We got ourselves a goddess icon from our visit there. That was interesting. Who is this guy? Because he had an interesting design. Is there a way to recruit? Because that's pretty much what happens when you find someone with an interesting design. So, with that said, we'll flux yet again on the edge. Because why not if you can, with our extremely long-taking attack animation. Defeat comes to you, but a level up doesn't come to me, which is a shame. Right, apart from that, Lindis could get in to attack that mage without much of an issue, so bang bang we will. Silver sword to the brain! Nicely done, madame, and another level up for you! Supposedly I have to get my lords up past a certain level after all, so there was some extra speed there, all as a joint. So at the moment we've got, what, level 15, level 14, and level 14? So we're nearly at a combined level of level 45 if you count them up, round them up a little bit more. So let's check here to see your overall attack range. Right, you could get in on Rekka if we move her too close to range. But with a longbow also as an option here, we can get some more damage in, so that's not bad, but I kind of rather you just easily defeated them from a distance. I don't know how to put it. Well, Hector could come in and a bit smash. Florina could run in there. No one can reach that guy. Let's see if I can visit there with someone else as well. Just in case there's a chance, if you talk like with Lord to the character, you can get them in. We've got no time limit on this one, so we can take all the time we really want or desire. So, with that said, a longbow comes in to break you, sir. Now, the thing I'm expecting him to do is walk up to Rekka and spell her at close range. But we got ourselves Skeet, Spiel, and Luck, so we can keep doubling by the look of it if we want to. Right, Florina could just also come in and Javelin from a long range. That would probably work quite well for keeping up appearances and getting rid of enemies. Right, so that's all looking good. The only person that can attack now, and attack quite a few of our friends, is that one over there. So we'll move Urk forward a little bit more. And we'll leave everyone else generally out of it, though we can get ourselves a little maintenance heal with some experience over on Hector. Hey Oswin, guess what? You can fulfill your function! It's amazing! It's a miracle! Well, that said, we move onwards to another turn. So of course you were going to come attack Florina. No, you're not going to do too much damage because I was betting on her to dodge no matter what. The javelin comes through not once but twice. Florina can take on all comers, especially with the strength we've given her. And it seems that Lindis is the target here. Dodge this Nosferatu, madame! Indeed we shall. So with that said, it's still a case of breaking down what we can. So, Matthew, keep on running forward. Can we revisit there? No, it's closed off now. So if we were able to get something, we've now missed it. We're aiming to seize the gate here. So it doesn't look like we've got anywhere else to visit. In the dark forest over there within the magic seal. Right. So, Lindis, do you want to break forward people? Or maybe Raven will get in there and do the job, I think. Alright then, Steel Sword will do it twice. You'll take a fair whack of damage, though. But to be honest, you can survive it. And most importantly, we can just heal you up straight after anyway, using your sister. Well, if you're going to miss as well, and I think we critted on top of that. Poor foe never gets to survive. As we level up once more. Right, Raven hits level 11, gains some more skill, luck, and speed. Apart from that, Rebecca just comes through and attack whoever she wants to, because, well, she's Rebecca, that's what she does. Steel Bow would do it in one turn, so I'll just do it with that. These knights aren't standing up to even archers now. Rebecca, you powerful lady, you. Right, so now we've got ourselves the option to push forward even further without much in the way of opposition. Though we're about to enter a part of the arena where spells aren't going to be to our aid, which is problematic. But Florina, to be honest, with a fort as well, I don't know if it applies for her, of course, can still break through and do as much damage as she possibly wants to foes like this. So with an Iron Lance, we'll get to work. I'm expecting double dodges, or just single dodge would be fine. There we go. And a crit on top of that, which leaves him with 1 HP. If only Matthew was closer, we could feed on that experience nicely. Right, so we'll move you forward a bit there, Lindis. I don't mind if you get a little bit tapped, because to be honest, I'm expecting things to go nicely my way next turn. Right then, everyone's time to move up, so here we go. Bit by bit by bit by bit. We'll get closer as we can is pretty much it. So we got level ups across the party there to get some more maintenance heals, which of course translates to more level ups. Because Priscilla's about to go over the edge. To be honest, I should use more sleep spells considering what it got me before, but weapon level increased, of course. If that's a magic seal, then that means that's also going to seal my heals, which is not what I want. By any stretch of imagination, that would be bad. So with that said, we've moved up our army, everyone's forcing themselves forward, but we've still got to take that corner, and that corner's pretty nasty. Well, the Black Fang guy, will you attack? He will indeed. Florina, front lines. Does no damage. Of course she does damage. She just doesn't take any. Florina Frontlines is a beast. Go on, move over forward and hit Lindis. Okay, you just stood there, because of course I wouldn't have moved, to be honest, if I were you. Well, also, if the magic seal's here, I've got like a bunch of troops that can't do anything at all against me, which just is kind of interesting. I'm tempted to just move Florina up to here and then just laugh for a while. I don't know how to put it. It sounds good to me, because I think Florina could just stand there and go, meh, doesn't bother me, tank it all, it's no problem. I think she could break everyone down, so with an iron sword not doing too much, a steel sword doing exactly enough To be honest, we want the biggest hit rating we can get, which is the problem, because I don't want to get hit in return. So I think I'll use a charge of the Manicati. Because that will definitely take him out in one shot. Lindis will get some more experience. To be honest, I'm super interested in leveling up Lindis more just because I want her defense stat to raise a little bit more. Make her a little bit more safer in general terms. Alright then, move forward to here. Attack with the longbow ×2. Why? Because it still gives us experience. And those little bits of experience we can gain from attacks kind of actually add up into like full bits of experience in the end. Of course, as we move in here, we can no longer use spells, so the question comes as to who to move in to attack you, sir. Why not? Why not indeed? Hector has a hand axe and can attack from range. That'll work nicely. Right, so now we've got all our troops in the back. Matthew can start forging forward if he can. Ella would go. Some of our troops just haven't really got much doing, but to be honest, we're leveling up the ones with less experience most, or the fleshier ones like Lindis. Florina, mind you, is one of the ones with the most experience, but she's the most useful on this map by a mile. Right, apart from that, I can heal up one of you, can't I? Oops, I healed you all, did I? Well, that's not okay. I might be able to get there, but you can't use a staff while silenced. That's for sure. Alright, so we'll move here, and may as well go even more in. I mean, what's the harm at this point in time? I was tempted to switch to Javelin though, because I think one of those mages could come out into a nasty position, but Florina levels up yet again. Level 14, gains some more strength, some more resilience. That is, to be honest, with the enemies around us, probably a really nice level up. The snipers aren't in range. We could be pulling the Pegasus Knights forward. This is why another reason why I should have had the Javelin, but still, we break that, no problem. I'm expecting one of the mages to come down the left-hand side, where the magic seal is no longer. Oh no! 1 damage. And you've come out as well, have you? Right, this is 4 damage, but of course a straight miss is not going to cause me any issue. So with the new people added to the field, it just basically makes the same scenario. Attack, attack! Though you can't finish off the opponent. Well, if you use Thunder, you can. Thunder in response. Thunder again. Farewell to you. Right then, now that guy can't... Oh, he can travel down because of the Javelin, in fact, so that's a problem. Right, the Iron Lance and the Slim Lance aren't going to do enough. The Javelin's not either. Right, we know we're not going to take much damage from you all the same, so what we're going to do is we're just going to attack you first of all. We're going to expect you to go and attack Urk, to be honest, who is then going to just mage you down. I think that'll be fine having you there. It might pull on the Pegasus Knights, in fact, which is kind of one thing I'm hoping to do. And just out of range of the archers. Don't worry, I'm planning things. It's all good. For now. We'll see if it becomes all bad very shortly. So with that said, we'll get Rebecca moved along just a bit so we can get that heal on her and keep getting levels on Priscilla. There we go, nice little bit more experience. Ellerwood, come on, we got to get you guys forward again. Everyone's back lines after all. Well, they should be front. Florina's just doing it all now. For her dodge percentage chance being so high. So let's end the turn and see what happens next. Of course, we're going to get Javelin, but we're going to dodge. We are going to dodge. That's what Florina does, don't you know? Mage is going to move, get some space, but of course 1 damage. Meh. There's an incredibly large amount of don't care factor that suddenly turned into a massive amount of oh my god I care factor. Right, of course there was going to be reinforcements, because why wouldn't there be? Right, what can they move to in the next square? They can't get to the tent just yet, so... Saying go! Hector, go! Rebecca, go! Our rear guard movement starts now because Oswin is not good enough to stand up to that. Right. Marcus can get in there for a little bit of peel damage on this one to take him out if he needs to. How far can Matthew travel? Oh, not far enough. Well, Raven, I mean. Why do I keep calling you Marcus? I have no clue. To be honest, he might not even hit in the first place, but no, he comes through with it nicely. Another KO by Raven. Transfers into another KO by Florina without any issue whatsoever. Let's go Slim Lance this time. May as well use up the charges. Super Florina does the damage that she needs to do. And still out of range of the snipers, thank goodness. But now we've got the guys coming from behind. They can't get to the tent this turn. So with that said, we should be able to get Rebecca into position and Hector there to start being able to back up. We might need to move more than that, mind you, but to be honest, we'll keep our forces going for... Oh, let's get Canis back. Yeah, we'll split up Canis a little bit more. That probably is not a bad idea. So with that said, tune in next time for more Fire Emblem as we look to face whatever bosses are over here. Kishuna with 50 HP and Aion here, as well as defend our rear once again. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.